Travis, artificial intelligence, AI, is the main theme or buzzword in the investment world these days, isn't it? Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Data centers power AI models, and the demand for these data centers is just off the charts, and it's becoming the backbone of company IT infrastructure.
For sure, yeah.
You know, especially the large companies in tech, finance, our world, and healthcare sector. For an example, NVIDIA, a company that makes graphic processing units or GPUs, said its data centers grew 427%, and that wasn't last year. That was just last quarter.
Yeah.
So the buzz is real, but what's really inside of these data centers, Travis?
Yes. So I mean, a data center is a physical location, and it houses the servers, data storage drives, and network equipment that's vital to business operations. As a company expands, so does its demand for data center space, right?
Yeah.
Both in size and electricity consumption. AI data center racks consume far more electricity than traditional data centers. For example, ChatGPT, which everyone's heard of.
Good and bad, right?
Yeah, good and bad. So a ChatGPT search consumes 6 to 10 more times electricity than just a simple Google search that you've been doing for years.
Wow.
6 to 10 times more.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of electricity and a lot of heat that leads to that electricity.
Sure.
When these GPUs operate at maximum power, they're reaching 176 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's warm.
Think about a whole warehouse full of that.
That's right. And they have to get creative to keep the centers cool, because standard air conditioning units are not going to do it, and they're not going to cut it. No. They're talking about liquid cooling. Liquid cooling is expected to grow because of the result of this. Experts believe that they need to fill and immerse.
Yeah.
Thank you. These components in the liquid coolant to be the preferred method, just to be able to keep them cool, because otherwise you burn these up and that gets expensive.
Yeah, I mean, that would be expensive. It's going to be expensive to have these cooling devices too. But
to add all of that.
It's interesting. We'll see the creative ways that they solve this problem. So data center demand is exploding, but what's the most significant challenge? Beyond cooling, it's electricity, right?
Yeah.
So for some utility companies, I mean, the growing need of industrial consumers like AI data centers on top of an already strained grid, have limited their ability to provide power to all consumers, and it's actually increased the energy costs for residential consumers as well.
Yep.
So the International Energy Agency, I think I said that right, the International Energy Agency forecasts that by 2026, data centers globally will use an amount of energy per year that's equivalent to Japan's total energy consumption.
Wow.
The country of Japan.
That's a lot.
Last year, Dominion Energy, and that's the utility provider in Northern Virginia, which is kind of the hub or the largest concentration of all data centers in the U.S., forecast 100% growth in the next 15 years of infrastructure that they're going to need. And that's just to meet the demand of planned data centers that are going to go up in the area. It's going to need several more gigawatts of energy, and that's equivalent to enough energy to support this growth, enough energy to power over 1 million homes.
Wow.
So that's the equivalent of what they need to put in just to fill this demand that we're seeing for data centers.
That is a lot of electricity. Okay, so Travis, that's really all the time we have for this week, but we still have more to discuss on data centers. We could probably spend an hour on this topic alone.
Yeah.
But let's continue our conversation next week.
Sounds good. There's a lot of different areas of investment here.
Yeah, no, I agree. Travis, has been great. I look forward to it next week.
Look forward to it as well.